taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Burrow on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on third down. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Mixon again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball start. Offense.
Stafford now to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for this with Akers. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
To return is Taylor. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete as well. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Play action, Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Stafford on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One quarter gone by, 3 still to play. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Now Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action maybe.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage, and it was nearly intercepted. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had a horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. The Bengals getting set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down. Here's Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And Burrow going to throw again. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Come on, ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
Here we go.
And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Burrow will throw. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. And the Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Now it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On first down, it's Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. To throw is Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Gay's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone and get you 6?
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
On 1, ready?
Burrow looking to pass. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Jamar Chase. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Three quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On 2nd down, Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here we go with Burrow. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On one, ready?
Now Burrow. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. First down, here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.